What's up, my beautiful fashionistas? Welcome back to Yvonne Winifred UG, and hope you're doing fine. So in the last episode, I just showed you guys how to cut all these patterns that you see here, and in this video we're just going to be sewing up this dress using those patterns. I've already cut out all my pieces. As you see here, I've cut out my main pieces and my lining pieces. So this is what we have here. I worked with a length of 40 inches, and now I have my two side pieces, as I said in the previous video. Two side pieces, one middle piece for the front, which is on fold, and I've cut even the linings also, so I can just label them up so that they are not confusing as I'm sewing. And I added just 1 inch after the 40 inches in length for the hemming allowance. So here we are. These are the lining pieces that are in black. These are my side front pieces, the middle one, then also the back side pieces. There are two side pieces for the back, and the middle piece for the back I just cut it into two because of the zipper allowance, or the zipper that will be attached at the back. So guys, now let us prepare and start the sewing process. So I'm just going to start by removing all the pattern papers that I'm working with, and then place them aside for any other future use. So this is the front center piece, or the center front, or the middle piece for the front. So I'm just going to bring my two side front pieces and then align them right sides facing each other so that I can be sewing them up. And I'll be sewing starting from the upper part. Let me just pin it down. I'll sew going down by the allowance that I left. So let me just pin it for easy sewing, and also pin the other piece, this other side. Remember, it is right sides facing each other, and I'll be sewing from the top. When it comes to bustiers, I sew from the top, but when it comes to the princess dart, I love sewing from down. So that is it for the front, and I'm just going to be doing the same for the linings. But guys, before sewing, you have to cross check whether your measurement, especially the nipple to nipple measurement, you have to cross check if it will come out correctly. If not, please adjust accordingly. So I'm going to do the same even for the linings, as I told you. And now for the back pieces, still I'm aligning them like right sides facing each other, that is side pieces to the middle pieces. Let me first separate the linings from the side pieces. So here we are. Make sure it is the correct one to the correct one. If possible, you can just put it, the way they will be after sewing, and then just flip it right sides facing each other and pin it for easy sewing, and that will be all. So I'm just going to take these pieces to the sewing machine and sew by just 1/2 inch that I left as the joining allowance, and then guys, I'll bring them back for you to see the outcome. So remember, whatever you do to the main pieces, you just do the same even to the lining pieces. So these are my back lining pieces. I'm just going to pin them just the way I've pinned the main pieces and sew them up. And after some time,
2,000 years later,
this is what we have. So at this time, this is the front piece. I had some excess, so my allowance, the sewing allowance, was a little bit increased. So as I told you, I sewed from up and I ended up with some excess at the hemming allowance, and I'll just cut it off. That is okay, I'll just cut it off. The good thing is that I just randomly sewed this dress. It was not for anybody. I was just randomly sewing it up for a medium size, so I can either adjust it if it is excess to a larger size or anything that I want. So I'm going to turn the lining with the main piece along the halter design, and I'll show you what next. So this is the back lining. I have two of them. Remember, they are separated because of the zipper allowance in the middle. I'll use this to turn the back pieces also, and this is what I came up with. Beautiful, so beautiful. I just love the outcome. Do you see along that halter neck design? It looks so beautiful, especially after ironing it up. So guys, this is how I turned my fabrics. Let me just show you that. So at the wrong side, after stitching, I made some small notches or cuts towards the stitch line, but not through the stitch line. And after I flipped my lining or my main piece onto this face that is facing upwards, and that is what I got. I did the same even for the front, as you see, and I came up with something beautifully made like this. So that is the bustier part. I love calling it the bustier. You know, I'm always used to calling it the bustier, but calling it the bustier feels great. So guys, I'll just attach a zip at the back, leave some and sew up a little bit, and then near the hemming allowance I will leave some about 5 inches for the slit. Then I'll join along the shoulders just by half an inch, simply as you see me doing, and then I'll turn the neckline. So for the neckline, I'll just turn it in any simple way that I can. So you just do it any simple way that you know, any simple way that you can turn your fabrics. So guys, I just turned it as you see, and part of this entire dress was in the middle there. I'm just going to pull it through that kind of there where you're looking at. Hope you understand. And guys, so I attached the zipper. I believe you know how to do that, and I left about 5 inches, as I told you, for the slit, and I just double folded to finish the hemline. As you see, took in the sides. That is the zipper. It is a metallic zipper, and this is how the back looks like, and the front just came out simply like this. Also, it is beautiful, and it has excess inside, so I can just alter it to any size that I feel like, but otherwise it came out so beautifully. And at this point I just want even to make another halter neck design dress like this without a bustier. Otherwise guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Like this video and subscribe.